Hello, my name's Catherine and I run Kiss Me Deadly. And I'm in a bathroom today because that's just something that we do when we're on location. We've decided the last time it was because it was the first ever time we did a location shoot and it was the world's most ridiculously expensive bathroom. I think this one probably isn't quite as expensive, although it's always difficult to tell because I'm not a luxury bathroom expert, but I think when you realise that they've put in under-wall heating, you know it's probably fairly high end. I'm also in here with a sword to explain a few things. We are doing a location shoot based on the period of Louis the Sun King in France. And part of the reason for that is that we found this amazing woman character, but the other part of the reason is a little bit more complicated and it involves a bit of a fight between us and people who don't really get the deadly part of Kiss Me Deadly. We're Kiss Me Deadly. We are vintage inspired, but we've definitely got a bit of an edge, and some people aren't so keen on that. So we've had a few people saying that they don't like the weapons or the aggression or the potentially implied violence in pictures. So first off, there's something I have to explain, which is that if you can pick up a prop sword like this, it's definitely a prop. It's not sharp, no one's going to get hurt. There are no real weapons in any way involved. Also no real cigarettes, none of us actually smokes. It's all just make-believe and it's all just fun. This particular shoot is based on someone real. We liked it partly because she's just this most amazing, crazy character. I don't know why we haven't heard more about her. Basically, she got brought up to be a courtier, to be a noble woman, with everything that that entails in France in the late 17th century. She was at court, but her father trained her to sword fight, fencing at the time, because that was how nobles sorted out arguments between themselves, as I understand it. We're not quite sure why he taught her, because it's not normal for women to learn it, it's only normal for men to learn it. In the end, she killed quite a lot of people. So, maybe it wasn't the best decision on his part, but it certainly makes for an entertaining life story. She went to court, she was married, she had multiple affairs. I suspect that might have been normal, but I'm not really sure. What wasn't normal was that one of those affairs was with a woman and she was very passionately in love with her, and the woman's family objected to this, took the woman away and put her into a nunnery against her consent. You might think, when you're considering sapphism, that putting somebody into an all-female environment is maybe not the best thing to do if you're trying to convince them not to have relationships with women, but maybe they didn't think of any other options at that point. Our character, Maupin, was so annoyed by this that she went and joined the nunnery and then managed to find a dead nun. I'm not sure how. I don't know how you find a dead nun when you need one. I'm probably not going to ask any more about that. Put her in the bed that her lover should have been in, and then commit arson in order to cover up the fact that she had stolen her lover away from the nunnery. She was later convicted of arson in her absence, interestingly, as a man. I think there was something about she couldn't be convicted of it if she was convicted as a woman, and at that point she was actually making her way in the world through sword fighting, through fencing, which she did dressed as a man. We think that's probably because sword fighting and skirts don't really mix particularly well, but who knows, maybe she just enjoyed it. She later returned to Paris, and she was getting into quite a lot of trouble because she kept starting duels with people and killing them, and killed about 8 courtiers as far as we remember. But she somehow ended her life as an opera singer, which I guess is suitably dramatic, but hopefully involved a lot less bloodshed. So she's a fabulous character, and certainly has a bit more bite to her than the more common characters that you see in fashion shows, like Marie Antoinette and Madame de Pompadour. Now, we suspect that most of the people that look at our photo shoot are going to assume, because of the hair and the makeup and the setting, that it's Marie Antoinette or Madame de Pompadour or something in that period that we're going for. And we're quite happy to let them assume that, but just between you and me, it's not what we're going for. Take a look around, look at some of the pictures that we're not using as much, and you'll see the odd thing, the occasional sword, the odd dead nun, that kind of thing. Maybe a dead courtier or two. I think we've got a few downstairs in the basement. We did book them. I'll check if they come, and you'll be able to spot bits of the story.